And then we're going to pull up our slideshow. How is everyone today? Good, good, good. Here? What the heck is going on? Yeah, I don't know what. What kind of pictures do I have on here? That's what it wants to know. And then I also need to share my screen on here. Otherwise, these folks won't know what's going on. We're going to get there, guys. It's Saturday, and Mama Rose a little tired today. He was up a lot last night. I thought the 4-month sleep regression was a rumor until I'm experiencing it. And it's not a rumor. It is a definitely a thing. All righty. So they say around 4 months, baby's sleep starts to regress a little bit. And so they go on like these long stretches, and then they start to hit a growth spurt. And so then they start waking up more in the night, and because they need to eat more, and that's been our life at our house. But luckily he's really cute, so it all works out. So good morning. Thank you for bearing with me this morning. I think I know most of you, but for those of you I don't know, I'm Paula. I'm the lifestyle director here at the Lodge. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We're going to start with our event review. Cecilia took around 23 people to Fremont last week, which was really fun. They did a walking tour that she designed herself. They saw the Lenin statue, a statue called Waiting for the Inner Urban, which is a fun one. They always decorate it for various holidays, sporting events, things like that. They went and saw the troll, which is, you gotta do it at some point. Yeah, the troll's always fun. And then they did a private tour at the Theo Chocolate Factory, which I heard was phenomenal. Yeah, they said it was really great. Fremont, I grew up in the Ballard area, so Fremont was always kind of my backyard, and I was bummed to miss this one, but I was glad that members were able to go and experience it. I don't think you went. How was it? What was your favorite chocolate? The very, very darkest. That's what my mom always says too. Dark chocolate is her favorite.
They call themselves the center of the known world.
The center of the known world. Mm-hmm. And then that sign has the distances to a whole bunch of other places in the world because it's the center. So coming up this week for One Day University, on the 13th, we have Aretha 101, celebrating the Queen of Soul. And on the 16th, we have Susan B. Anthony, her life, work, and unrealized dream. I also signed us up for the month of July. And so you'll see July One Day Universities posted, as well as a news post that has direct links to each one for the day that I signed us up for. I think there's 23 for the month of July. I usually try and pick them that aren't days back to back to give people time to rewatch it, but there are a lot of good ones, so I apologize because there's some where there's going to be back to back days, but there was just too many good ones and I wanted them all. We have new retail available. So if you saw when you came in on our retail rack, we have new logoed gear. We have fleece, which originally when it came in, I thought it was really ironic for June, but maybe it's perfect timing. So if you're feeling a little chilly, there's some great fleece out there. There's also vests that we have come in. There is a heavier duty gray one and then a thinner black one that's going to be great for kind of morning walks. And then there's also polos and some rain jackets. So lots of fun stuff. We couldn't put everything out, so if you need a size that you don't see out there, feel free to just ask the concierge, and they can go look in the back, and we'll see if we have that size for you. Very exciting there. Culinary table. This Tuesday, we have our Thai buffet. Did anyone go to the Thai buffet last week? No? No? There's an action station with lots of different sauces. There was pad Thai. I'm allergic to peanuts, so this is not the one for me, but it smelled amazing in the lodge. It smelled great. And then the last 2 Tuesdays of June, we will have our prime rib back. So if you are wanting to come to prime rib, it is back by popular demand the last 2 Tuesdays, and you sign up either with the concierge or you can make a reservation through Open Table for that. We have Bourbon Week coming up. Lots of fun things coming. We will be celebrating June 14th through 19th. We are going to be featuring a whiskey flight in the restaurant from 2 Bar Whiskey. So that will be a special for the week. Dino is also working on a bourbon-inspired entree or appetizer that we'll be featuring. We will be going to Westland Distillery next Saturday. Registration closes today, but there are tickets available, so I'm going to leave it up. So if anyone wants to come to that hasn't signed up, please do so. Or if you're interested in bringing a guest, it will be open for guests as well. So just shoot me an email if you have somebody you'd want to go on the distillery tour with you, and I can help get you set up with a guest ticket. We also have the whiskey dinner, which is going to be next week, and there are a couple of tickets left for that as well. June Bloom. So the Pickleball Club is going to be having a tournament. They have a great, I don't know how Skip does it, but the organization of the Pickleball Club fascinates me and makes me very jealous. But they are going to be having a mixed tournament for ladies and gentlemen on June 15th. It's going to be from 2 to 5. So you're welcome to go check it out, see what the Pickleball Club's all about, maybe cheer on your friends and neighbors. But that will be happening on June 15th. Skip, did you have anything you wanted to share? Not to put you on the spot, but it's okay if you don't.
Not really. It's 2 teams. It's the Inkosauruses versus the Big Dills.
Ooh, I like it, the Big Dills. Watch out for that one. Maybe that's why my slideshow got censored. So wine dinners, June 23rd and 25th, there are tickets available for both of these. It's open to non-barrel masters because we are within 2 weeks. Last time I checked, there were 6 tickets left for each dinner. So if you are interested in coming to the wine dinner this month, there are tickets available. It is a French-inspired menu and French wines. Chef Dino is a classically trained French chef, which a lot of people don't know. So this menu is one that he was very excited about. So this would be a great opportunity if you are interested in participating. It's really hard without Jason because I'm just like spewing. I feel like I'm back in teacher mode, just giving all of the information. If you have questions, feel free to chime in. We have member mixer this month. We are doing Ricky's Roadhouse. Very excited for this. It's June 23rd from 6 to 8. It will be in 2 tides. Last time I checked, there were 77 people registered, which is great. One thing I did want to touch on is we had a member reach out to me who is vegetarian, and they felt like sometimes they don't feel encouraged to sign up for events because a lot of it is very meat focused. So what we did is I got with Chef Dino, and we are going to have a vegetarian option available for them for this event. If that's something that you feel keeps you from registering for events, please always email us and ask us, because we're going to do a tequila lime marinated grilled tofu for them, as well as a Beyond sausage, which is the vegetarian sausage. And we're going to do it with the maple bourbon glaze that the meat option has as well. So if you have dietary restrictions and you're looking at a menu and you feel like you're not inclined to come because of it, please always email us and ask, because a majority of the time we're going to be able to make an accommodation because we want it available for everyone. So please always ask. This was a great example of one that we're able to offer that, and now they're coming, so that's awesome. So they're going to be able to come and meet new members too.
What's Ricky's Roadhouse?
Great question, Ron. Ricky's Roadhouse. So Ricky is our banquet chef, who's phenomenal. If you've been coming to the culinary tables, he's the gentleman who's been manning the action station. So he's been doing a lot of flambeing out there. He helps with our wine dinners a lot. He is phenomenal. Ricky has an amazing mind when it comes to menu building. And so Ricky and I got together and he designed this menu by himself, which is mouth-watering. Like I said, there's tequila lime marinated chicken, a maple bourbon glaze chicken or beef. I should know. I can check after. I apologize. It's not on the top of my tip of my tongue. Roasted corn salad, banana nilla pudding, lots of great stuff. We're going to have horseshoes. We're going to have water pong, so lots of kind of roadhouse type games. And then the line dancing club had a very successful interest meeting yesterday. It will be moving forward as a club, and so there might be some pop-up line dancing happening at this event. So bring your boots and your hats, because it's going to be a party. I'm very excited about this one. I mean, I'm excited about everything, as most of you know, but I love country music, and so that's a great question. I don't get excited about running or exercise in general.
2 a.m. feedings.
But pardon?
2 a.m. feedings.
Yeah, 2 a.m. feedings, not my favorite. Like I said, luckily, my son is quite cute. So when I do reach in and get him out, at least he's cute. So it works. But yes, I'm excited about most things, specifically things that involve music, food, adventures, Jeeps, all those kind of adventure things are right up my alley. Not excited about exercise. However, I have taken one of Todd's classes, and I can say I was sore for days, but it was a great workout. We have a couple of tickets left for our private suite experience at the Tacoma Rainiers. This is going to be on June 29th from 4 to 9 p.m. It includes a full ballpark buffet. There's alcohol available. We have beer and wine included with our package. And then everyone who signs up is also going to be taking home a Tacoma Rainier souvenir hat. So if you are into baseball, this is a great experience. It's a private suite for our members. So it's a great time to get to come out and meet other members as well. I don't know why I'm stumbling over all my words like I've never done this before. I know, or I've had too much coffee. It's always the question. So like I said, kind of short and sweet today. I'm going to put it back on the people at home in case there's any questions in the chat box that they have. But are there any questions from anyone? Yes, Kevin.
Where do we stand on hiring a chef de cuisine?
So for the people at home, the question is, where do we stand on hiring a chef de cuisine? We have made an offer. It has been accepted. It will be for an executive chef, and he is going to be starting within the next 2 weeks. So we're very excited. We'll be announcing more specifics once he's officially through the onboard process. Everything, yep, exactly. Sandy Peace is signing her paper. Once all the T's are crossed and the I's are, yeah, it's not Sandy, sorry. Sandy's not our executive chef. But once all of the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, we'll be making official announcement. But we do have an offer and it's accepted. So we're very excited for him to come on board. Ron, yes.
Would you guys consider having a tasting for people who don't have alcohol, for instance, maybe craft root beers, or there's that sort of company?
Yeah, Jones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so the question was, would we consider more non-alcoholic options at the Lodge, kind of summary? 100% yes. This was a comment that we got a lot on the member satisfaction survey, was people asking for non-alcohol related events, which is something that I definitely hear and I understand, and we're going to be working more into our programming. So whether it's non-food and beverage related or things that are non-alcoholic. So like you said, root beer, Jones Soda, which is, I think is the one you're talking about. They're a Seattle-based company, and during Thanksgiving, they always come out with like a Thanksgiving dinner flavor. So they're a little off the wall with their varietals, but it always makes for kind of a fun experience. So we will be hosting more non-alcohol driven events. We're working that into our programming. So.
Or maybe taking some of the natural's favorite drinks, but making it without alcohol.
Yep, so mocktails, definitely a big thing as well. Christopher does fantastic mocktails. He is a phenomenal mixologist for things beyond just alcohol. So that, again, is one thing that we're looking at and then incorporating more of Good question. Thank you. Any other questions, either from the live studio audience or the... I know. I need like a applause sign or a laugh, something. One thing I can also touch on is the member satisfaction survey results have come back. I spent a majority of my morning reading through the comment section. There's a lot of great constructive feedback, which is what we've asked for. Some that's harder to read than others, but it's important for us to hear. And so I want to thank everyone who did participate in the survey, because I've printed out the entire thing. And like I said, it's 178 pages long. And so it takes a while to read through it, but each of our department heads are reading through it, and we're having a meeting to go through those items, come up with some frequently asked questions so that we can share information, and then also taking that feedback to help with future programming. Just one minute. And then we also have a Tahale specific lifestyle survey that will be coming out specifically for our property. So the one we just did is for all of Trilogy and Blue Star, and this one is just Tahale. So we'll be having questions for specific programming that you're wanting, specific art classes that may interest you, different offsite trip location ideas. So watch for that one to come out, because that really does help me guide programming for our members, because we're here for you. And so it's a great opportunity for you to tell me what you want to have, because I don't know unless people tell me. So feel free to tell me, and then I'll help. Hi, Bill. Yes?
There was a Sarah on the business cards.
Sarah.
What is her last name and what are her responsibilities?
Great question. So the question was on the, we have a dual fold card, I guess you could say, that has all of the department heads and important contact information. Her name is Sarah I don't say her name right, Janke. She is our club administrative coordinator. So Valerie originally had that position, and Valerie has moved on to a different position. So Sarah has taken over that role. So Sarah handles a lot of our admin. So she does billing questions. When there's discrepancies on our member statement, she's the one who will most likely be reaching out to correct and remedy those things. And then she also handles the onboarding of our team members. So a lot of behind the scenes kind of things, but Sarah's fantastic.
And are your pictures on the page on the MTL?
I don't think she's on the main page. I've tried to upload my picture, but it's too big of a file, so I need central services to help me. Because like I said, obviously from this morning, I am not the most tech-friendly millennial that has graced this planet. So I always need central services to help me with the IT stuff. But yeah, she's fantastic. She's in the office Monday through Thursday usually, so you can always pop back there if you want to meet her. She's usually here during normal business hours. Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, Joel was here for the meeting managers. What's his actual title?
Oh, put me on the spot. Joel is the VP. Oh my gosh, I should know this, and it is so embarrassing because this is getting recorded, so I'm sure they're all going to see it. VP of Operations, I believe is his official title. So Joel works for Blue Star, which we all work for Blue Star, but he is higher up in the leadership. So he goes to all the different properties. He's based in Nevada, but he travels to all of our properties. So he is one of our upper leadership.
Senior management.
Senior management.
Yeah, my issue with the managers, and specifically with Joel, is I heard a lot of why we can't do things, which, by the way, typically sounded like button A or 1 through 5, and very old, regurgitated, same reasons. Okay. What I didn't feel was that there was any particular interest in piloting ideas. I don't know, in fact, that would be a question. Is Blue Star willing to let any individual community pilot issues and say, hey, just because we haven't done it as Blue Star, can we do something here that's a little different for a month and see if it works?
Yeah, so I'd be interested to hear kind of expanded ideas on what that means and what that looks like, because that could mean anything, right? I'd be happy to chat. You can always send us emails with ideas. A lot of programming is location specific, but a lot of it is Blue Star corporate policies and procedures. So for a lot of things, we can get creative with what we do here, but some things we can't just go rogue. And like I couldn't have people dancing on the roof because we wanted to. But
one of the pieces of feedback I got from I thought was interesting, because one of the policies I asked specifically about is why can't members work for Blue Star?
mm-hmm.
And the answer was a litany of HR issues. Well, you have HR issues with any employee, no matter if it's a member or not. And so, trying to throw out something positive, I said, well, the village in Florida is the largest, age restricted community in the nation. They encourage it. I mean, every little division of what's being operated, well, come on, do this, come work at the golf place, come work in the, and the response was, Blue Star standards are higher. I personally don't think that's a very good answer.
We don't meet their standards, I guess.
Thank you. Again, trying to keep this constructive, but it does give me, and many of us have worked in corporate America, this gives me the feeling that senior management really doesn't want to change. The information we get back, for instance, Tim Longnecker has been doing a lot of conversation about this with Jason and others. It goes into a black hole. That's his quote. And I really think that's a problem.
So more transparency.
As good as you do your job or any specific event, if the corporation isn't open to really listening, things aren't going to change. And I would really like senior management to get the message that Pat's standard answers of why you can't do things really doesn't do it.
Well, I'm sure you're not going to like my answer,
Okay.
but my answer is I hear what you're saying, and I completely understand what you're saying. So a lot of the frustration and kind of comments that I'm hearing are feeling as though when feedback is shared with upper management, and correct me if I'm wrong, beyond the lodge, sometimes it feels like that information just goes into what's being referred to as a black hole, or it feels like it's not responded to. Is that a fair summary?
Yeah.
And so feeling frustration with that, which is very understandable. And so what I can say is I've been involved in a lot of those emails, and what I can do on my part is continue to share the feedback that I hear from yourself and others. I don't have a direct line, but I have lines that go to senior management. And so I can always share those frustrations, but it's hard for me to give direct answers because it's way above my pay grade or my specific role. But what I can do is I can hear and listen and participate in the conversations because I think they're important. And I do want to make sure that our membership is heard and validated, and I can echo these conversations to the people that I can help with.
Two thoughts to that. That, by the way, is very summary, and is exactly the point I'm trying to make.
Thank you.
So the first issue then, in response, would be, why doesn't local management have more authority? I mean, why is Blue Star holding back the possibility of change at the local level? It's got to be frustrating for employees. In corporate speak, members have to have a decision maker. It really is, it's very frustrating and counterproductive to have to talk to people that really can't make decisions And apparently Blue Star won't give us the names of the people who can. So a lot of this, and I got frustrated in the corporate world because of this, let's talk to the people that make decisions. Let's not have them hide from us through layers of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a difficult request. Joel was here and that was fine. Zero feedback from Joel or management. I guess I'll stop now because it's repetitive, but senior management needs to open a line of communication with the owners.
So
Jason refers to the owners make the decisions. I don't know who the owners are. I guess we're talking about Blue Star. But we are really the owners, and we pay the money.
So Shay, correct me if I'm wrong, Shay owns the lodge. And so Blue Star is our management team that Shay has hired to manage the hospitality side of the lodge. And so again, just to kind of summarize, the main point that I'm hearing is feeling frustrated with lack of transparency. Does that seem fair?
Transparency, feedback, access to decision making.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, what I can do is I can share this with the people that I have. But again, kind of like we just said, Blue Star, we are the team that manages the lodge. We don't own the lodge. And so what we can do is take the feedback for the things that I can actively change. But all I can do beyond that is just to share your frustrations with others.
Who can get us the name of somebody who is a decision maker?
I would pass that along to Jason.
Before everybody leaves, there's a bunch of brand new donated books that are going into the Trilogy Library. I'm going to go print them in, and if you want to get them before they get shelved, that'd be great.
Awesome.
They're all, brand new, read by one person. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Ginger. There was a question in the Pam, and in the future, can we have a remote microphone on online listeners? Yes, that is a great comment from the people at home. I do try and create the answers from the people, but yes, we can definitely look into having a microphone available for people who have comments in the live version for the people at home to hear. Thank you for that, Pam and Roger. Any other questions or anything? Perfect. Well, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.